We good? I think so. Actually, let me just do something real quick. All right. Hopefully everyone's having a nice Tuesday. Been very nice weather today. We have a lot to talk about. We're gonna go over MLB, MLS, NBA, NHL. You know, all the stuff that's happened on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and yesterday. And then we're gonna do an NFL tier list. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. So yeah. So, in terms of MLB, obviously the World Series. So yeah, the Blue Jays took Game 1. A score of 11-4. Yeah, Dalton Varsho hit a home run. Addison Barger hit a grand slam. Alejandro Kirk hit a 2-run home run. But yeah, Blue Jays pretty much just dominated this game. Yeah, Trey Savage 4 innings. Yeah, Blake Snell just did not have a great game at all. But yeah, so yeah, Blue Jays took Game 1, but then the Dodgers took Game 2 in Toronto, 5-1. Yeah, Will Smith hit a home run. Max Muncy as well hit a home run. Yoshimbu Yamamoto pitched a complete game with 8 strikeouts, giving up only 4 hits. So yeah, Dodgers get the win there. And then yesterday's game in LA, Dodgers win in 18 innings, 6-5. Teoscar Hernandez hitting a home run start the game, and then Ohtani hit a home run. Alejandro Kirk hit a home run to take the lead. Yeah, Ohtani had 2 home runs in the game, and then there wasn't a single run that happened until the bottom of the 18th inning, in which Freddie Freeman hit a home run center field. Yeah, total of 31 hits in this game. Yeah, Freddie Freeman he just comes in clutch. Yeah, Mookie Betts, Teoscar Hernandez, and Tommy Edman all had 8 at bats. That's wild. Ohtani went 4 for 4. See, so in terms of the pitchers, the Dodgers used 10 pitchers. The Blue Jays used 9 pitchers. So yeah, all the pitchers were just being thrown in this game. But yeah, Dodgers, they got a 2-1 lead in the series going into tonight. Game 4 in LA. So yeah, in terms of MLS playoffs, obviously Inter Miami won 3-1 over Nashville. The Philadelphia Union beating the Chicago Fire in penalties. Union had 2-0 lead, and then Chicago scored 2, and then Union just won in penalties. And then Vancouver and Dallas. Vancouver beating Dallas 3-0 in a clean sheet for the Whitecaps. And then San Diego FC in their first playoff game in the club's history, beating Portland 2-1. And then yesterday, the Derby game, Cincinnati beating Columbus 1-0 in a late goal, and Minnesota and Seattle no goals, but obviously Minnesota won in penalties. All right, so now in terms of actually in MLS, there's Charlotte and NYCFC. So now in terms of hockey, we go all the way back to Friday. So yeah, first game, we talk about for Friday games, the Capitals beating the Blue Jackets 5-1. Alex Ovechkin had a goal and assist. Connor McMichael goal and assist. John Carlson also had a goal and assist as well. Yeah, Ovechkin scored his 899th career goal. in this game. So yeah, one more for 900. You become the first player in NHL history to hit 900 goals. Be crazy. Next game we got is the Sharks and the Devils. The Devils winning 3-1. It's 2 goals by Dougie Hamilton and an assist. Nico Hischier had 3 assists. Yeah, the Devils, they're 8-1. I think they have the most points in the league. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, they're looking really good. Yeah, we're gonna talk about them in another game as well. But yeah, Maple Leafs and Sabres. The Sabres winning 5-3. Yeah, Austin Matthews scoring a goal. William Nylander scoring a goal. Oliver Ekman-Larsson with 2 assists. And for the Sabres, Tage Thompson with a goal and assist. Alex Tuch, goal and assist. Jerry Kulich with a goal and assist as well. Mateus Samuelsson with 2 goals as a defenseman. Yeah, Sabres finally not a garbage team for once. And last game for the Friday games, you got the the Winnipeg Jets beating the Calgary Flames 5-3. Flames, Mikael Backlund with a goal and assist. Blake Coleman goal and assist. Is in it for the Jets. Mark Scheifele with 2 assists. 5 different goal scorers. Taves, Connor, Nemsikov, Iafallo, and Velarde, who also had an assist as well. Josh Morrissey with 3 assists. Yeah, Flames. Just not a great team, not a good team at all. Start the year. All right, then the start of the Saturday games. A game that I went to. The Philadelphia Flyers beating the New York Islanders 4-3 in the shootout. Yes, the 3 different goal scorers for the Islanders. Yeah, for the Flyers, Trevor Zegras was the player of the match. 2 goals and 1 assist. Dvorak with the goal and assist. Matej Michkov had the winning goal in the shootout. Yeah, and Ersson with the save to win it. Yeah, it was a good game to go to. A lot of fun there. Next game we got is the Bruins and the Avalanche. Bruins winning 3-2. Lankinen with 2 goals for the Avalanche. McKinnon with 2 assists. And then for the Bruins, goals by Arvidsson, Geekie, and Eastimont. 3 goals for Mason Lohrei. Yeah, definitely an important winner for the Bruins. And then you got the Sabres and the Maple Leafs. This time in Toronto. Maple Leafs winning in overtime 4-3. Tage Thompson with 2 goals. And you see for the Maple Leafs, John Tavares goal and assist. Matthew Knies with 2 assists. Both teams just scoring 1 goal. Obviously, Maple Leafs getting the win in overtime. Next game we got is the Tampa Bay Lightning beating the Anaheim Ducks 4-3. Ducks, Troy Terry goal and assist. Yeah, for the Lightning, obviously Nikita Kucherov getting 2 assists. What was it? I think was it this game that he got the milestone for points? It might have been the other game. Brian Hagel had 2 assists. Jake Getzel had 2 goals. Sorelli had 2 goals and assist. Victor Hedman 2 assists. I think he also had a milestone as well. I think Hedman was for, I think he had like 800th point or something, and Kucherov with like 1000th point. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Lightning need that win. Next game we got is a past Stanley Cup rematch. I think the 2022-23 Stanley Cup rematch between the Florida Panthers, Vegas Golden Knights. Panthers winning 3-0. AJ Greer goal and assist. Yeah, Bobrovsky getting a shutout. Yeah, that a good win for the Panthers, especially against the Golden Knights, who've been fantastic. Next game we got is the Utah Mammoth beating the Minnesota Wild 6-2. Logan Cooley with 2 goals and assist. Nick Schmaltz with 2 goals. Both of them have been on fire. John Marino 1 goal, 2 assists. Sergachev with 2 assists. And for the Wild, Marcus Johansson with 2 goals. Yeah, Mammoth also look really strong as well. Wild, not the best for them. Next we got is my Detroit Red Wings beating the St. Louis Blues 6-4. Robert Thomas with 2 assists. Jamie Snuggerud with 2 assists. Jake Neighbors 2 goals. Justin Falk with 2 assists as well. For the Red Wings, Andrew Kopp with 2 assists. Jonathan Berggren with a goal and assist. JT Comfort with a goal and assist. Simon Edvinsson 2 goals. Yeah, the Blues had a 4-0 lead at the middle of the second period, and the Red Wings just ripped off 6 straight goals. Impressive win for the Red Wings. Next up, we got the Montreal Canadiens beating the Vancouver Canucks 4-3. Ivan Demidov 1 goal, 2 assists. Jarash Slafkovsky with a goal and assist as well. Alexander Carrier 2 assists. Yeah, for the Canucks, Elias Pettersson 1 goal, 2 assists. Connor Garland a goal and assist. Quinn Hughes 2 assists. Yeah, I mean, Canadiens just keep winning. The Canadiens just keep impressing this season. Next game we got is Columbus Blue Jackets beating the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-4 in shootout. Dmitry Voronkov with 2 goals. Yeah, spread out assist. And for the Penguins, Anthony Mantha with the goal and assist. Evgeny Malkin with 2 assists. Yeah, I mean, Penguins have been good, but have been really good this season. But I mean, bad loss there. Then next up, we got the Ottawa Senators beating the Washington Capitals 7-1. For the Senators, Claude Giroux with 2 assists, David Perron with 2 assists, Dylan Cousins 2 goals and assists, Drake Batherson 2 goals and assists, Tim Stützle with 2 assists, Artem Zub with 2 assists, and for the Capitals, I guess this was just a blowout win for the Senators. We talked about in our game that they destroyed. Next game we got is the Dallas Stars beating the Carolina Hurricanes 3-2. Yeah, Aho and Blake with 2 goals for the Hurricanes. For the Stars, Steele, and 2 goals for Miro Heiskanen. Again, this was another big win for the Stars, especially against the Hurricanes, who are going to be a really scary team this year, and have been so far. Next up, we got the Kings versus the Nashville Predators. Predators winning 5-4 in the shootout. For the Kings, Joel Armia with a goal and assist. Brant Clark with 2 assists. And for the Predators, Ryan O'Reilly with 2 goals and 1 assist. Yeah, both these teams have been very average, but the Predators really need that win. And obviously the last game for the Saturday games, the Seattle Kraken beating the Edmonton Oilers 3-2. For Oilers, Leon Draisaitl with 2 assists. And for the Kraken, Jordan Eberle 2 goals, Matty Beniers with 2 assists. Yeah, Oilers have also been a little bit disappointing as well. Kraken, they're also looking pretty decent. And for the Sunday games, obviously, the Devils winning over the Colorado Avalanche in overtime 4-3. For Avalanche, Brogdon Nelson, Nichushkin, Larry Nichushkin, Nathan McKinnon with the goals. And for the Devils, obviously Jack Hughes with the game-winning goal in overtime. And hit with his 2 goals. Simon Nemec with 3 assists. Again, I went over the Devils already. 8 wins in 9 games. And then next game we got is the Tampa Bay Lightning beating the Vegas Golden Knights 2-1 in overtime. Only goal for the Golden Knights is Carlson. And the 2 goals, Brandon Hagel goal and assist, and then Nikita Kucherov with the goal. Again, Lightning trying to pick up the pace from their slow start. Next up, we got the San Jose Sharks beating the Minnesota Wild 6-5. For the Sharks, William Eklund 2 goals and 1 assist. Macklin Celebrini 1 goal and 2 assists. But yeah, I mean, this has pretty much just been Macklin Celebrini just carrying the Sharks pretty much. For the Wild, Ryan Hartman goal and assist. Kirill Kaprizov with 3 assists. Marco Rossi with a goal and assist. Brock Faber 3 assists. And but then again, like I said, the Wild have not looked good. Another high scoring game there, and we got the Utah Mammoth beating the Winnipeg Jets 3-2. See for the Mammoth, Gunther, Carcone, and Sergachev with the goals, and for the Jets, Mark Scheifele scored, and Dylan DeMello. And Josh Morrissey with 2 assists as well. And like I said, the Mammoth have been on a roll as well. Next up, we got the Dallas Stars beating the Nashville Predators 3-2. Goals for the Stars: Mikko Rantanen, Wyatt Johnson, and Oscar Back. And for the Predators, Jonathan Marchessault, and then Spencer Stastny with the goals for Nashville. And another couple wins here for the Stars. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Kings beating the Chicago Blackhawks 3-1. Goals from Fiala, Armia, and Laferriere, and the 1 goal for the Blackhawks, obviously Connor Bedard. Yeah, Blackhawks they've been good this season, but it's just a little loss there. Sets them back a little bit. Next up, we got the Calgary Flames getting a surprising blowout win over the New York Rangers. So yeah, not much from the Rangers. And then for the Flames, Blake Coleman with 2 goals. Nazem Kadri with a goal and assist. Mikael Backlund with 2 assists. Yeah, Dustin Wolf had a big game. Yeah, Flames only get their 2nd win on the year. I know it's only against the Rangers, but I mean, for the Flames at this point, and they gotta take what they can get. So. All right, last game for the Sunday games. The Vancouver Canucks beating the Edmonton Oilers 4-3. For the Oilers, obviously, Leon Draisaitl continues to put up points with 2 goals. Jack Roslovic with a goal and assist. And for the Canucks, Kiefer Sherwood with 2 goals. Brock Besser, goal and 2 assists. Connor Garland with 2 assists. Yeah, again, the Canucks have just been bang average. They seem like they're a very up and down team. But again, a win over the Oilers, good for them. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins for the 2 Monday games yesterday. The Pittsburgh Penguins beating the St. Louis Blues 6-3. Kyrou, Joseph, and Bukestad. Bukestad a goal and assist for the Blues. For the Penguins, Justin Brosseau with 2 assists. Sidney Crosby, goal and 2 assists. Evgeny Malkin with goal and assist. Brian Rust, 2 goals and 1 assist. Erik Karlsson with 3 assists. And yeah, I mean, the Penguins 7 wins, 10 games, can't complain. And obviously, the last game, the Iowa Senators with back-to-back blowout games. They beat the Boston Bruins 7-2. 2 goals for the Bruins, Arvidsson and Geekie. And for the Senators, Tim Stützle with 2 goals and 1 assist. Drake Batherson with 2 goals and 1 assist. Jake Sanderson with 3 assists. bunch of guys with 1 assist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of the Senators players had one assist. So yeah, lots of scoring for Ottawa in that game. All right, and in terms of in terms of the games tonight, every single team, all 32 NHL teams are playing tonight. Like Frozen Frenzy. See, I see you got a little Pennsylvania battle here. Penguins and the Flyers. They got Canada, Flames and Maple Leafs. Golden Knights and Hurricanes. That should be a good one. Yeah, the Blue Jackets and the Sabres. Yeah, Ducks and the Panthers. And the Islanders and the Bruins. Lightning and the Predators. They got the Jets and the Wild. They got my Red Wings playing the St. Louis Blues. There you go. Then you got Then you got the Capitals playing the Stars. Senators playing the Blackhawks. And the Devils playing the Avalanche. Mammoth playing the Oilers. You got Rangers and Canucks. Yeah, you got Canadians and Kraken. And also the last game would be Kings and the Sharks. So yeah, we got a whole boatload of games for NHL tonight. All right, yeah, we just gotta go over NBA and then we'll do our NFL tier list. Go all the way up to Friday. So for Friday games, the Milwaukee Bucks beating the Toronto Raptors 122-116. Obviously, Giannis putting in his typical performance: 31 points, 20 rebounds. Gary Trent with 20 points. Cole Anthony with 23 points. And for the Raptors, Brandon Ingram with 29 points. RJ Barrett 20 points. Emmanuel Quickley with 19, and Scotty Barnes with 17. Yeah, outside those four, no one else really did anything. But yeah, good win for the Bucks. Next game, we got the Atlanta Hawks beating the Orlando Magic 111-107. Trae Young with 25 points. Nickeil Alexander-Walker with 19 points. Oyeko Okongwu with 17. Mohamed Gay with 13. And Jalen Johnson with 12. And for the Magic, Franz Wagner, main performer, 27 points. Paulo Banchero not having that good of a game. 11 points, only 4 for 15 from the field. 0-5 from 3. Desmond Bane with 15. Tristan De Silva with 15. Yeah, Jalen Suggs 11. Wendell Carter only 10. Yeah, it's not the best of games for the Magic there. Next up, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Brooklyn Nets 131-124. For the Cavs, obviously Donovan Mitchell putting in his typical performance, 35 points. Jared Allen, Sam Merrill with both 22. Evan Mobley with only 13. Then for the Nets, obviously, Cam Thomas, 33 points, only 3 for 11 from 3. Michael Porter Jr. with 31 points. Zaire Williams with 25. Yeah, everyone else just didn't do anything. Again, Nets just not that good of a team this year. There's a lot to go over. Next up, we got the New York Knicks beating the Boston Celtics 105-95. For the Celtics, obviously Jaylen Brown with 23 points, Derek White 15, Sam Hauser with 18. Yeah, not a whole lot of scoring there for the Celtics, under 100. For the Knicks, you got Jalen Brunson putting up 31 points. Karl Anthony Towns with a double-double, 26 points and 13 rebounds. Josh Hart with 14 rebounds. Wow, okay. Only putting up 2 points. That's a very unusual stat there. It's only shooting 1 for 8, only having 2 points, but 14 rebounds in 19 minutes. Pretty crazy stats there. Mikal Bridges with 12 points. OG Anunoby only had 10. But yeah, Celtics, they're not looking that great this season. Next up, we got the San Antonio Spurs being the New Orleans Pelicans, 120 to 116. For the Spurs, obviously Victor Wembanyama, 29 points. Devin Vassell with 23. Stephon Castle with 16. Luke Cornett with a double-double, 14 points, 12 rebounds. Dylan Harper, 13 points. Keldon Johnson with 10 rebounds. For the Pelicans, obviously Zion Williamson with 27 and 10 rebounds with double-double. Trey Murphy as well with the double-double, 24 points, 10 rebounds. Jordan Poole with 21 points. Derek Queen, 15. Jeremiah Fears with 13. Yeah, Herbert Jones 0 for 8. That's terrible. Next up, we got the Miami Heat beating the Memphis Grizzlies 146 to 114. See, for the Heat, a lot of scores over double digits. Bam Adebayo with the most with 24 points. Nikola Jovic with 20 points. Kael Ware with 19. Jamie Jaquez Jr. with 17. Norman Powell with 15. Andrew Wiggins only had 10. Yeah, recent Norman Powell. Simone Fontecchio with 14. That's too many points for him. And then for the Grizzlies, no one over 20 points for them. Jaren Jackson only 19. That's the highest for them. John Morant only 12 points. Yeah, not the best of nights there for the Grizzlies. Meanwhile, he put up 146 there. Next up, we got the Detroit Pistons beating the Houston Rockets, 115-111. Cade Cunningham with 21 points, 9 assists, 1 away from a double-double, three rebounds away from getting a potential triple-double. Asar Thompson with 19 points, Duncan Robinson with 17, Paul Reed with 13, Ron Holland 11. Then for the Rockets, obviously KD with 37 points. Typical KD there. Alperen Sengun with 17 points. Really outside that, no one else really did much. Yeah, Pistons get their first win of the season in that game. Next up, we got the Washington Wizards winning a basketball game, 117-107 over the Dallas Mavericks. Keyshawn George with 34 points and 11 rebounds. Alxar 14 points, 9 rebounds, 1 away from double-double. Trey Johnson with 17. And for the Mavericks, Anthony Davis 27 points and 13 rebounds. Cooper Fly with 18 points, as well as PJ Washington with 9 rebounds. Yeah, Wizards actually win a basketball game. That's pretty surprising. Next up, we got the the Sacramento Kings beating the Utah Jazz 105-104. Lauri Markkanen with 33 points. Keontae George with 18 points, 10 assists. Bryce Sensabaugh with 15. Walter Clayton Jr. with 10. Kyle Filipowski was also 10 as well. Then for the Kings, it's Zach LaVine with 31 points, as well as Malik Monk with 20. Dennis Schroeder with 17. Domantas Sabonis double-double, 12 points, 12 rebounds. Kings needed that win there. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Lakers beating the Minnesota Timberwolves, 128-110. Obviously for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards with 31 points. Julius Randle with 26 points, 9 rebounds. Really not much else for them. And for the Lakers, Luka Doncic with 49 points and 11 rebounds. 2 assists away from a triple-double. And Austin Reeves, 25 points, 11 assists. Rui Hachimura with 23 points. And DeAndre Ayton with 15 points. But yeah, pretty much Luka carried the Lakers there. And next up, we got the Portland Trailblazers being the Golden State Warriors, 139-119. For the Warriors, Steph Curry with 35 points. It's pretty typical. Jonathan Kuminga with 16. Jimmy Butler with 14. Draymond with 12. For the Trailblazers, Denny Advia with 26 points. Jeremy Grant with 22. Shadon Sharp with 17. Devon Klingon with 14. Tumani Kamara with 19. Yeah, nearly 140 points for the Blazers. And last game for the Friday games, you got the Los Angeles Clippers beating the Phoenix Suns 129-102. For the Suns, Dylan Brooks with 21 points, Devin Booker with 18, Grayson Allen with 12, Colin Gillespie with 13. Then for the Clippers, James Harden with 30 points, Kawhi Leonard with 27, Derrick Jones Jr. with 17. Yeah. Now also Friday games, the Chicago Bulls beating the Orlando Magic 110-98. For the Bulls, Josh Giddey with 21 points, 8 rebounds. Nikola Vucevic, 15 points, 8 rebounds. Jalen Smith with 16. Ayo Dosunmu with 15. Patrick Williams with 12. Trey Jones 13. For the Magic, Paolo Banchero with 24 points. Franz Wagner 17. Desmond Bane 14. Eddie Blackman 19. But again, another bad result there for the Magic. Next up, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder with win over the Atlanta Hawks 117-100. For our Thunder, Chet Holmgren 31 points, 11 rebounds. Shea with 30 points. Hartenstein with a double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds. AJ Mitchell with 14 points. For the Hawks, no one over 20. Nikhil Alexander-Walker with the most points with 17. Trae Young with 15 and 10 assists. Asan Noel with 12 points, 10 rebounds. Yeah, again, Thunder. Expect them to just be unbelievable. Next, we got the Philadelphia 76ers beating the Charlotte Hornets 125-121. Honestly, for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball, 27 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists away from a triple-double. Miles Bridges with 18 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. They got Colin Sexton with 21. Then for the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey with 28 points, 9 assists. Joel Embiid with 20 points. Quentin Grimes with 24. VJ Edgecombe with 15. Andre Drummond getting 13 rebounds. Kelly Oubre Jr. with 19 points. Yeah, that's a very, very impressive win there for the Sixers. Then the Grizzlies being the Indiana Pacers 128-103. Benedict Mathurin with 26 points for the Pacers. Aaron Nesmith with 15. Siakam with 13. Obi Toppin with 13. Then for the Grizzlies, Cedric Coward, or how do you think it's Coward, yeah. 27 points. John Morant with 19. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 17. Yeah, Pacers still trying to figure it out without Halliburton. Now, last of the Saturday games, you got the Denver Nuggets beating the Phoenix Suns 133-111. For the Suns, Devin Booker, 31 points, obviously. Grayson Allen with 17. Dylan Brooks with 15. Rest did nothing. Then for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray with 23 points. Christian Brown with 20. Nikola Jokic with a triple-double, 14 points, 15 assists, 14 rebounds. Aaron Gordon, 17 points. Cam Johnson with 15. And yeah, Nuggets, they put up a lot of points. On to the Sunday games. The San Antonio Spurs beating the Brooklyn Nets 118-107. For the Nets, Cam Thomas being the only one doing anything with 41 points. And Michael Porter Jr. with 15. Then for the Spurs, obviously Victor Wembanyama, 31 points, 14 rebounds. He's been off to an MVP-like start to his season. Dylan Harper with 20 points. Devin Vassell with 16. Kellen Johnson with 19. Again, like I said, the Nets are just a bad team, so. Next up, we got my Detroit Pistons beating the Boston Celtics 119-113. For the Celtics, Jaylen Brown with 41 points, Payne Pritchard 21 points, 10 rebounds. Derek White with 15 points. Then for my Pistons, Cade Cunningham 25 points, Jalen Duren with 24 points and 18 rebounds. Asar Thompson 21 points and 12 rebounds. Tobias Harris with 18. Yeah. All right, next we got the Miami Heat beating the New York Knicks 115-107. For the Knicks, obviously Jalen Brunson with 37 points. Mikal Bridges with 20 points. Cat with a double-double, 15 points, 18 rebounds. OG Anunoby with 14. Then for the Heat, Norman Powell with 29 points. Jamie Jaquez Jr. with 17. Bam Adebayo with 19. Yeah, Heat, not that have looked pretty decent. Next, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Milwaukee Bucks 118-113. Again, Giannis with 40 points, 14 rebounds. AJ Green with 20. Miles Turner with 13 points. Bobby Portis with 10. Then for the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell with 24 points. Evan Mobley with 23. Sarah Merrill with 17. DeAndre Hunter with 16. Yeah, Giannis just didn't do enough to win that game for them. Next up, we got the Charlotte Hornets beating the Washington Wizards 139-113. For the Hornets, obviously LaMelo Ball with a triple-double, 38 points, 13 rebounds and assists. Miles Bridges with 22 points. Con Canupel with 20. Colin Sexton as well with 20. Musa Diabate, 12 points, 10 rebounds. For the Wizards, CJ McCollum with 24 points. Alex Sarr with 23. Trey Johnson, 16. Dominating win for the Hornets. Next up, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves beating the Indiana Pacers 114-110. For the Pacers, Pascal Siakam, 33 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Aaron Nesmith with 18 points, 8 rebounds. Excuse me. Then for the Timberwolves, Julius Randle with 31 points. Rudy Gobert with 14 points, 18 rebounds. Naz Reid with 16 points, 10 rebounds. And Dante DiVincenzo with 17 points. Yeah, like I said, Pacers remain winless. Next up, we got the Dallas Mavericks getting their first win over the Toronto Raptors, 139-129. For the Raptors, 33. Sky Barnes with 33 points, 11 rebounds. Brandon Ingram with 22 points. R.J. Barrett with 16, as well as Mamu Kalashvili with 16. Emmanuel Quickly with 14. Then for the Mavericks, Anthony Davis, obviously 25 points, 10 rebounds, double-double. Cooper Fly with 22. D'Angelo Russell with 24. P.J. Washington with 17. Max Christie as well with 17. We're getting there. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Lakers beating the Sacramento Kings 127-120. Yeah, Austin Reeves with 51 points and 11 rebounds. Huge night for him. And DeAndre Ayton with 22 points, 15 rebounds. Rui Hachimura with 18. All right, then for the Kings, Zach LaVine with 32 points. DeMar DeRozan with 21 points. Dennis Schroeder and Russell Westbrook getting 18 points, with Schroeder getting 12 assists. Sabonis with a double-double, 10 points, 14 rebounds. And Malik Monk with 15. And then obviously you got the Los Angeles Clippers beating the Portland Trailblazers 114-111. For the Trailblazers, Danny Avdija with 23 points, Drew Holiday with 21, Shadon Sharp with 19, Jeremy Grant with 17. Then for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard with 30 points, James Harden with a double-double, 20 points, 13 assists, Zubac with 21 points, and then John Collins with 16. All right, one last day to go for the recap. They got the Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Detroit Pistons 116-95. For the Cavs, obviously Donovan Mitchell. I mean, yep, 35 points once again. Jared Allen with 20, Mobley with 15, Hunter with 13. Then for the Pistons, no one did well. Next, we got the Philadelphia 76ers beating the Orlando Magic 136-124. For the Magic, Paolo Banchero, 32 points, 11 for 11 from free throws. Franz Wagner with 22. Desmond Bain with 24. Yeah, for the Sixers, once again, Tyrese Maxey being a superstar. VJ Edgecombe, Maxey with the 43. VJ Edgecombe with 26 points. Kelly Oubre Jr. with 25. Sixers undefeated. Next day we got the Boston Celtics beating the New Orleans Pelicans 122-90. For the Celtics, Anthony Simons with 25. Peyton Pritchard with 18. Jalen Brown with 15. Luka Garza with 16. For the Pelicans, Jordan Poole 22. That's it. Pelicans just, again, winless. They're not good. Next up, we got the San Antonio Spurs beating the Toronto Raptors 121-103. For the Raptors, RJ Barrett with 25. Colin Murray Boyles with 19. Manuel Quickly with 15. Brian Ingram with 14. For the Spurs, once again, Victor Wembanyama 24 points, 15 rebounds. Stephon Castle with 22. Devin Vassell with 15. Harrison Barnes with 18. Yeah, Spurs are undefeated. Crazy. All right, we got 7 more games to go over. Next up, we got the Houston Rockets beating the Brooklyn Nets 137-109. Let's see for the Nets, Terrence Mann with 21, Michael Porter Jr. with 18, Duron Sharp with 17 points and 12 rebounds. For the Rockets, you got Alperen Sengun with 21 points, Katie with 19, Tari Eason with 22, Reed Shepard with 15. We got Rockets get their first win on the season. That said, we got the Chicago Bulls beating the Atlanta Hawks 128-123. For the Hawks, you got Kristaps Porzingis with 27 points, Jalen Johnson with 25, Trae Young 21 points and 17 rebounds, Oyeka Okongwu with 18 and 10 rebounds, 18 points, 10 rebounds, Nickeil Alexander-Walker with 17 points. Then for the Bulls, Josh Giddey with 18 points, 13 rebounds, Ayo Dosunmu with 21 points, Nikola Vucevic with 17 points, 17 rebounds, 9 assists. Mateus Musalis with 16 points. Kevin Herter with 15. Bulls are undefeated. Next up we got is the Oklahoma City Thunder beating the Dallas Mavericks 101-94. See for the Thunder, obviously Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 23 points. Isaiah Hartenstein 16 points, 12 rebounds. Chet Holmgren 18 points, 11 rebounds. AJ Mitchell with 17 points. For the Mavericks, Anthony Davis 26 points, 11 rebounds. PJ Washington 15 points. Max Christie with 14. Thunder also undefeated as well. Next up we got the Utah Jazz beating the Phoenix Suns 138-134. For the Suns, obviously Devin Booker once again 34 points, 10 assists. Colin Gillespie with 15 points and 13 assists. Mark Williams, 25 points, 11 rebounds. Nick Richards with 10 rebounds. Royce O'Neal, 17 points, 13 rebounds. For the Jazz, obviously, Lauri Markkanen with 51 points, despite only shooting 14 for 32. The 17 free throws help. 14 rebounds as well. Walker Kessler with 25 points, 11 rebounds. Keontae George with 26 points and 10 assists. Yeah, Jazz are 2-0 at home, so they play way better at home, it seems like. Next up, we got the Denver Nuggets beating the Minnesota Timberwolves 127-114. For the Nuggets, Jamal Murray with 43 points. Nikola Jokic, 25 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists, and with triple-double. Tim Hardaway Jr. with 20 points. And for the Timberwolves, Jay McDaniels with 25 points, Julius Randle with 24. Nasri with 18. Yeah, Nuggets looking nice. 2 more games to go for the NBA before we go to the NFL power rankings. We got the Golden State Warriors beating the Memphis Grizzlies 131-118. Grizzlies, John Moran with 23 points, 9 assists. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 16. Jock Landale with 17. For the Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga with 25 points. Jimmy Butler with 20. Brandon Podziemski with 23. Moses Moody with 20. Steph Curry with 16. Yeah, Warriors got to get another win there. Last game, Portland Trailblazers being the Los Angeles Lakers 122-108. Trailblazers, Danny Avdija with 25. Drew Holiday with 24. Devon Clingan with 16 points and 14 rebounds. Jeremy Grant with 22 points. Shadon Sharp with 16. Then for the Lakers, Austin Reeves once again putting up over 40 points with getting 41 points. Rui Hachimura, DeAndre Ayton with 16, as well as Dalton Connect. All right, so the 5 NBA games tonight, we got the 76ers versus the Wizards, the Hornets versus Charlotte Hornets versus the Miami Heat, the New York Knicks versus the Milwaukee Bucks, the Sacramento Kings versus the Oklahoma State Thunder, and also you got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Golden State Warriors. So 5 games tonight for the NBA. All right, finally we get to the NFL power rankings. 45-minute sports review there. Whew. Okay. All right, let's get into this. All right, so first team, we got the Seattle Seahawks. Obviously on a bye week. This guy. There you go. Yeah, Seattle Seahawks were on a bye week, so really can't even move them anywhere. But they were in A tier last week, so yeah, I kind of have to leave them in A tier this week. Yeah. Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts, who obviously destroyed the Tennessee Titans. They're one of 2 one-loss teams still. I mean, like, there's no really can't put them anywhere else but S tier at this point. I mean, again, like they just continue to put up over 30 points. Their defense is good. They're, like, Jonathan Taylor, might be an MVP candidate at this point, at midway through the season. I would not be surprised if it continues this pace, if he continues this rate, which I'm not sure if he will. But if he continues to play like this, I mean, Jonathan Taylor could be in contention to be the first non-quarterback to win MVP since Adrian Peterson in 2012. Like, I can really see it happening. Yeah, Colts gotta be S tier for sure. Next up we got is the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. I mean, they put up over 30 points against the Steelers defense. I mean, I know the Steelers defense has been kind of disappointing. But yeah, I mean, the Packers, again, they're one of the few one-loss teams. So, I mean, you kind of have to put them in S tier as well. Like at this point, if you have one loss, I know they tied a game, but yeah, if you have one loss, I mean, you kind of have to be in S tier. Like I mean, I know their one loss was to the Cleveland Browns, which is just not a good look. But I mean, again, they're one of the 2 teams who have one loss, along with the Colts, so they gotta be right there in S tier. Next up, we got is the New England Patriots beating the Cleveland Browns. I think you have to put the Patriots in A tier. Again, I know their schedule has been insanely easy. They've had a cupcake schedule pretty much. But again, I know I've said this. I definitely said this multiple times before. They're being the teams they're supposed to. I mean that's how you make playoffs. That's how teams make the playoffs. They beat teams that are way below them, And that's exactly what the Patriots are doing. That's why they're going to be right in A tier. I mean, they're 6-2, so. Next up, we got is the Cincinnati Bengals, who lost embarrassingly to the New York Jets in a shootout game. I mean, I think, just losing to the Jets, you gotta be in D tier, bro. I mean, I don't care that you beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I simply do not care. If you lose to the New York Jets, you are automatically getting dropped. You're automatically getting dropped a tier. Because I'm pretty sure I had them in C tier last week. So yeah, they gotta drop down to D tier at least. They're probably not an F tier, but they're definitely just, again, like how do you lose to the New York Jets? Like, simply, how do you lose to the New York Jets? I simply just don't understand it all. Yeah, bad loss for the Bengals. I think if the Bengals would have won that game, they would probably stayed in C tier. But yeah. Next up, we got the Dallas Cowboys, who also got crushed by the Denver Broncos. The Cowboys, they're gonna go C tier. The Broncos, I mean, in Denver, it's a tough place to play. Understood, and they're not typically a good road team. The Cowboys, they're definitely a home team for sure. Like, way better at home, but again, the defense just still sucks. They pretty much have to have the offense do everything. And if the offense can't do anything, then they're pretty much cooked. So, I mean, that's kind of what happened, pretty much. So that's why C tier just makes plenty of sense there. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Rams. I'm pretty sure they had a bye week. Let me check. I think they were on their bye week. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they were. I had them in A tier. Leave them in A tier. Same situation as the Seahawks. Not much to talk about there. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who lost to the Green Bay Packers, obviously. The Steelers, they've had a couple bad losses here. They're still somehow in first place in the division. So I mean, you can't be. I probably just put them B tier, but like the very back of B tier. Like, that division is just so bad, dude. It's just such a bad division. Like everyone in that division is terrible. Except maybe like the Ravens with Lamar Jackson look a little bit better. We'll get to them later. But yeah, the Steelers it's just that the only reason why they're winning that division because it's a bad division. Next up, we got is the Buffalo Bills, who obviously absolutely obliterated the Carolina Panthers. Probably had to put them in A tier. They're like side by side with the Patriots for that division, and being absolutely destroying a Panthers team who has not looked that bad this season, who's actually looked good at times. It's putting up 40 points, only giving up 6. Yeah. Actually, was it 6 or 9? It was 9 points. Yeah. Yeah, huge win for the Bills. That's why I go in A tier. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints, who obviously got obliterated by the Bucks. They're going F tier. Really, not much explanation here. Just not much to talk about with this team. They're a horrendous team. Yeah. Next up, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, who obviously destroyed the Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football. And I think, honestly, I hate to do this. They got to be in S tier at this point. I don't know how you don't put them in S tier. I mean, since the 0-2 start, they've pulled off five wins, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 5 straight wins. I mean, I just don't know how you don't put them in S tier. Like, I didn't want to do it, but, I mean, they kind of have to be there. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns, who obviously got destroyed by the Patriots. It's just the Browns. I just don't. I'd probably just leave them in D tier. They're not as bad as the Saints, which they're 2-6. See, they're not like the F tier teams are pretty much all like gonna be like the one win teams, which we'll eventually get to later. But yeah, the Browns they're just right above F tier, but they're definitely D tier, but you could make an argument for F tier. It's the Browns are atrocious. They're an atrocious team. The only thing that's saving them is Myles Garrett. Next up, we got to see Denver Broncos, who obviously walloped the Cowboys. Broncos, they got to be A tier as well. Yeah, I mean, there's already a lot of teams in S and A tier, but I'm telling you, this year for the NFL is very competitive. There's a lot of good teams this year. There's not many bad. There's obviously the main 4 or 5 bad teams in the bottom. Excuse me, but most of the teams are pretty good, or they're definitely top tier teams. I mean the Broncos, do I put them? I don't. Do they? I don't think they're right there at S tier. They're right there to be able to make it to S tier. There's not quite S tier though. You could make an argument for S tier though. Next up, we got the Tennessee Titans, who obviously got destroyed by the Colts. F tier. Yeah, not much to talk about with the Titans. They got nothing going for them. They're terrible. They realistically could be winless right now. Next thing we got to see Miami Dolphins, who actually surprisingly destroyed the Falcons. So yeah, I have to put the Dolphins in D tier. They get a surprisingly destruction for the Dolphins. So yeah, they have to be in D tier now, because of that win. Next up we got is the Atlanta Falcons, who just got absolutely obliterated by the Miami Dolphins. The Falcons, actually they were in C tier before. I'm trying to think here. They were in C tier. They were in C tier last week. Would it be crazy for me to put them in D tier? No, I don't think that's that crazy. Actually, but the thing is, they did have injuries though. They didn't have Penix or London. I don't know. I'm between C tier and D tier. Because they did beat the Buffalo Bills though. They did beat the Bills when fully healthy. I don't know. This is tough. C tier or D tier? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll put they're very if there was a tier between C and D tier, I'll probably put them right there. If there was a C minus tier, I would probably put them there. C minus. They're the very last C before you hit D tier. That's how close they're to D tier, but they're not quite D tier yet. Next up, we got to see Baltimore Ravens, who obviously beat the Chicago Bears with Lamar Jackson. They're still 2-5. They would have to continue to pull off more wins to be able to get further up. But for now, they're a win over the Bears. It's a start after playing so horribly the first 6 games. But yeah, I think if the Ravens can continue to win games, they'll slowly climb up. But for now, they gotta be D tier. Next up, we got is the Los Angeles Chargers, who obviously obliterated the Minnesota Vikings. At this point, it's really not that difficult to beat the Vikings. Chargers, I'll probably put them B tier. Because the Chargers have been kind of inconsistent. They've kind of been inconsistent this season. They've been up and down, but I mean they're still a good team. It's just they're in a tough division with the Chiefs and the Broncos. I just don't know how. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to compete with those two teams. But yeah, I think B tier. Think they makes sense for them. I get they're not quite A tier. Like they're definitely not C tier. They're definitely not C tier, but they're B tier. Things pretty good for them. Next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles, who obviously beat the New York Giants. And I hate to do this, bro. Eagles gotta be S tier. Like, yes, the Eagles are right back to S tier. I know that they're like the tush push is such a cheese play, dude. Like it's actually such a garbage play that they run, but it's just so effective. I just don't know. Like that the tush push annoys me. It very much annoys me. But I mean, it's still legal. And the Eagles, like even without the tush push, I still think the Eagles would be one of the best teams in the NFL. They're finally getting their passing game going. Saquon. Yeah, S tier. Next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders, who are obviously on a bye week, but they're still D tier. Yeah, like I said, they're on a bye week, so really not much to talk about there. But yeah, bad team. Next up, we got the Washington Commanders, who obviously got destroyed by the Kansas City Chiefs. They gotta go C tier. Yeah, the Commanders have had a really disappointing season. They've had a really disappointing season, in my opinion. Again, playing the Chiefs and Arrowhead, not easy to do. But again, the Commanders have had some really bad games. You could make an argument for D tier. Like I think them and the Falcons could really have arguments for D tier. I'm not sure if they're quite D tier yet, but yeah, they're because they did lose to both the Cowboys and the Falcons. They did lose to both these teams, so there's the debate, but I would say C tier. Now for the Vikings, who got absolutely destroyed by the Chargers, I would say they're D tier. I would definitely say they're D tier. I mean, they've just had a really, really bad, just streak of games. Carson Wentz is just bad. The defense has not been that great. Just nothing really much going right for the Vikings. D tier. It may look harsh when looking at it, but when you watch them play, they're a D tier team. They just look like a D tier team. Next up, we got my San Francisco 49ers, who obviously lost to the Houston Texans. You gotta put them B tier. They can't at this point. They can't be on the same tier as the Seahawks or the Rams. Okay, whatever. They can't be on the same tier as the Rams. Just make sure it's still recording. We're still alive. Okay. They like the Seahawks and Rams are better at this point. I know they beat both those teams, but I mean the injuries just continue to hurt them. I think at this point the injuries are really starting to catch up to them. They're still B tier because they still 5-3. They're still over 500 record, but it's just not looking good. Next up, we got the Carolina Panthers, who obviously got obliterated by the Bills. Panthers, front of C tier. Again, I think I could just be harsh because of that loss to the Bills, but again, it's just losing in that losing by 31 points, no matter who it is against, it's never a good look. So yes, C tier, very front of C tier though. They're definitely unlike the Commanders or Falcons, they're definitely the front end of C tier. But yeah, regardless, bad. It's a bad game for the Panthers. Next team we got is the New York Jets, who obviously got their first win over the Cincinnati Bengals. Regardless, they're still F tier. They only have one win, and it's the Jets. But yeah, pretty much. Next up we got is the Arizona Cardinals, who are on a bye week. I think I had them C tier. I'm pretty sure I had them C tier. Actually, are they 2-5 or 2-4? No, they have to be 2-5, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you know what? Actually, they're 2-5. Actually, never mind. I'm putting them D tier. Never mind. But yeah, they had their bye week, but I mean, I think they're just still not a good team. Next up, we got the Detroit Lions. They also had a bye week. Do I put them? Are they on the same level as like these teams up top? I'll probably say so. Yeah, I think they're S tier. But I think I think compared to these other teams in that S tier, they're not as good. But they're like a lower S tier. Next up, we got the Houston Texans, who obviously beat the 49ers. Texans, I still don't really trust them, to be honest. Like, they're definitely, at this point, they're not winning that division. It's a good win. It's definitely a good win for the Texans, but I just don't think they really really stand out to like move up like a significant amount. I think like before this game, I think they were like mid to lower C tier. This week they're upper C tier. Yeah, they just don't do really much to move up. Next team we got is the Jacksonville Jaguars, who beat. Actually, no, they were on a bye week, I think. Yeah, because there were a lot of teams this week that were on byes. Yeah, there were a lot of teams on bye week this week. So, Jaguars, I had them B tier. I'm pretty sure they stick in B tier. Next team we got is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who obviously destroyed the Saints. I would probably still put the Bucs. Things that they lost to both the Eagles and the Lions. They lost to both teams, and those are the only two losses on the year. So I think for that reason, I'll put them A tier. I think they're very close. Like, yeah, I think like high A tier. Like whatever. I think like comfortably like away from S tier, but definitely high A tier. For the Bucs. Two more teams to go. Next team we got is the New York Giants, who obviously got destroyed by the Eagles. Giants, unfortunately, I have to put them in D tier. Losing Cam Skadaboo for the year, it's only gonna be worse for them. They had a couple weeks where they had their couple weeks where they were like an exciting team to watch. But yeah, now that Cam Skadaboo's out for the year, I think that's pretty much over. Yeah, now it's going to be a real struggle for this team to win games or even be competitive. That's why D tier. Last team we got is the Chicago Bears, who obviously lost to the Ravens. I mean, they're still B tier. I'm not too worried about the Bears. Obviously, the Ravens had Lamar Jackson in that game. Like I said multiple times, I'm not too worried about the Bears. All right, so there's my tier list. Now I'm going to range them by within tiers. I think the Titans are probably the worst team in the NFL. I think Saints and Titans are comfortably the two worst teams. Yeah, I'd probably say the Titans are slightly worse. Saints, yeah, I think Jets are probably the front of F tier. Then ranging D tier, probably see the Browns are in the back, Dolphins, I'd probably say Ravens are front of D tier. Then the Vikings, and probably the Bengals, and the Cardinals, and the Giants, Raiders, Dolphins, Browns. Yep. Then in C tier, no, because like the Panthers did beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys would beat the Falcons. The Falcons already beat the Commanders, and the Cowboys also beat the Commanders as well. Yeah, Texans, I think, probably the best team in C tier. Next, and in this tier, I'd probably say Steelers back, then Niners. Let me see. The Jags did beat the Niners. The Jags did beat the Niners. Let me check something. Then I'd probably say Bears and then Chargers. And in terms of A tier, I'd probably actually say the Broncos in the front of A tier. Patriots probably go. I mean, I don't know. The Patriots are 6-2. I think let's probably keep them together. I think these two are probably better than these two. Patriots, I probably put slightly ahead the Bills because the Patriots did beat the Bills. Now between the Rams and the Seahawks, I'm gonna probably put the Rams slightly ahead the Seahawks. And then S tier, Lions probably back of S tier. Eagles, I got put ahead the Chiefs because the Eagles did beat the Chiefs. And plus, I think now between the Packers and the Eagles, I'd probably still put the Packers ahead of the Eagles because both of them, because the Packers did lose to the Browns, the Eagles did lose to the Giants. I think honestly, like these are probably the two best teams in the NFC for now. I think I'll probably keep the Packers ahead of the Eagles. And then obviously the Colts are number one, and you have to have the Colts number one at this point. Like this should be like unanimous. Colts number one, unanimous. Yeah, I'd probably leave the Packers ahead of the Eagles. So yeah, there you go. There's my tier list right there for week 8, after week 8. All right, so yeah, that's gonna be the end of the stream. So yeah, we talked MLB World Series, we talked MLS playoffs, we talked NHL and NBA, then we did NFL tier list. So yeah, follow me on all socials, subscribe to the YouTube, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, follow me on Twitch. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you.